clean with Silverback. Y'all went off on. I seen Silverback come over here and say exactly what the fuck he did. But when Patrick come on here and lie, it's okay for y'all. How does that make sense? I believe Silverback did his crime around the same time Patrick did his.
Yup.
Silverback went to jail.
Hey. So
right?
disgusting.
And there was no forgiveness for him. None at all. And he don't deserve it. Just like Patrick went to jail and everything else, but there is no forgiveness for him. None. It should be absolutely none for a man that don't even care enough to tell the people the truth about what the fuck he did. Because it's so evil and vile that he don't want to tell nobody the truth. He literally has his baby mother running around this app talking to other people, scared to death. They just like in that live, you brought that up that you spoke to her, and they completely ignored that.
Yes. And you know what's very interesting is that they keep on bringing up her race.
Yeah.
And as much as I am pro-Black 24/7, everybody knows it about me. That doesn't mean that I say that anybody deserves to be abused, whether they Black or white. And so when you bring up race, when we're talking about abuse, you can miss me with that. No woman deserves to get that. No woman deserves to be physically abused, verbally abused, emotionally abused. None of that is okay. So I don't know how to wrap my head around that logic. She's a human being regardless. And so, yes, I've spoken to her. She told me what her thoughts were. Patrick already put his side of the story. And then now there's the truth. And the truth came out all in black and white and in recordings. What can we do?
Hello, Ms. Loving. You go ahead.
Hey, how y'all doing?
All right.
So I'm not quite sure if you're looking at your comments, but they're saying that Kappa and she's sending people over here to mass report you all and to go private.
Oh, well, we don't care about that.
Yeah,
we're about to get off anyway.
I honestly don't.
It's fine. They want to report.
I know.
I do have a question while I'm here, though.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what happens if you're unable to get him removed? Then what?
What do you remove from where?
App.
Oh, he's going to be removed from the app. It's their own guidelines that if you have any criminal history relating to abusing, neglecting, etc., of children, you cannot be on this app. That is period, point blank. That's their guidelines. But if you want to know what I've been doing, because I think there's a confusion on what I'm doing and what other people are doing. I don't think this isn't just a Patrick issue. I think this is a systemic issue. And so I plan on addressing the judge, plan on addressing CPS, plan on addressing the Bureau of Welfare. I'm taking this further than just, Patrick broke his children's body parts, and 5 different body parts, by the way. There is a systemic issue that is happening where children are being abused and being sent back to the abusers. And that's a problem. And this essentially is for Black and brown children that this is happening to. And I have a problem with that. And so I'm not just focusing on Patrick. And I've said this over and over in my lives. If you are in my lives, you've seen me say this.
Right. I'm not questioning that. I've actually been in your lives. I've been in Blaze's live. I'm always in your lives. You just don't. I don't comment a lot. I just listen.
I've seen your comments in here. I've seen your comments in here. So I've seen your comments in here. So I'm just answering every question. And for them to say that I encourage people to call CPS on Patrick is an atrocity. because I would never, ever in my existence of being call CPS without any findings. I know how things work. So it
Oh,
would
love,
be
I
a
don't know
waste of
anything
time.
about that. I'm not a Patrick supporter. I don't have a, yeah, I'm not a Patrick supporter. I just had that question because I mean it's a good question. If you're not, it's a lot being put towards getting him removed, but TikTok, they appear to be based off money, and
Mhm.
he pulls in a lot of that with
Not
his
enough.
antics.
Yes, I know it's not enough. It's not billions. It's not millions,
Right?
and
It's
it's not
not,
enough for them
and I'm
to.
not.
It's not, and it's not enough for them to break their own guidelines when lawyers are involved.
Well, see,
So
that was.
they have a certain amount of time to respond to the letters that was sent to them by lawyers. That's
Okay.
their own guidelines.
Right, right. I'm just, you know what? I'm just on the outside looking in, and this is a question that came. The light bulb came on, so I wanted to ask
Yeah,
while I was up here. But other than that, I'm not a
sure.
Patrick supporter. I'm not, but I am in you all's lives, so I'm aware of. I even heard you earlier today when you made the same statement as far as you wanting to move past not just focusing on Patrick, and you wanted to basically focus on the system and those involved as well. So no, I heard all of that. That was just something that was just, it's one of those questions like, okay, so if you're not able to get them removed, then what's going to be the next step? Or is there a backup, you know what I mean? A backup plan if TikTok doesn't, do what they're supposed to do.
I will say this. I'm not sure if you heard of me speaking on the case that TikTok has already had placed against them with the creator Dinesh. So right now,
Yeah.
TikTok has really been throwing these creators under the bus. There's a lot going on behind the scenes as far as civil goes, when it goes to civil court, and it's moving along to criminal court. So
Yes.
TikTok will not be backing a lot of these creators, as you will see as this information comes out. It's trickling out, but
Yes.
it is coming out as these things do happen. Now that the president has been set for these court cases and civil cases, a lot of people that were harassed, bullied, doxxed by Patrick will start trying to come together and build a civil suit against Patrick. And TikTok will be a part of that. And TikTok, like we all know, is $1 billion industry. And I'm pretty sure they do not give a goddamn about Patrick, and they're going to throw Patrick under the bus like they did Dinesh under the bus.
Yes.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
As long as they're allowing Patrick to be on their app and breaking their own guidelines, they are liable for everything that he does. And so
And I'm sorry, go
every
ahead.
day, every single day, this could be this is if they don't respond, this is going to be a class action. And TikTok don't want that smoke. They're literally in litigation at this point with our current state, the Congress. They don't want this smoke. This is just added on things they do not want. They're going to get rid of him. I thought it was going to be this weekend, to be honest, but he's been laying low, and so that's what he's been doing. But we put a direct affidavit into TikTok, not just the legal team in TikTok, not the way you guys are doing it. We have lawyers doing it, which is a whole different animal.
Okay, because I'm just because he has said a lot of hateful things up here, and it's just like they don't do anything with him.
They don't, but it's okay.
They don't do anything with him. That's what made me question that, because he does and says a lot of hateful things. And it's like they keep allowing him back. So that's what raised that question, as far as on my end.
Yeah,
but thank you all for allowing me up and answering my questions. So
yeah, I appreciate your questions. I'm always open for dialogue. I'm just not open for disrespect.
Always welcome to come back if you want.
Yes.
You know what? I'm gonna be honest, because I have some friends and we discuss this a lot. And one thing I always say, and Blaze, I've actually been watching Blaze since he was up here in a red robe with them things behind him or whatever.
Last year, so like
right. That's how long I've been watching Blaze, but one thing I've always respected about Blaze is he always, not only did he go to lives and open himself up to allow them to question him, conversate with the word, that's probably not, but it doesn't matter. But you also allow your platform open for those to come up and ask questions that want to ask questions. And that's something that I've always commended you on. And Blaze, I'm gonna say this too while I'm up here. You be taking a lot of licks.
You do.
And
I tell
some
them
of
that
the
all the
licks,
time.
yes, and some of the licks that you take are not for you, but you will protect. You are a protector. I'm going to give you that, because sometimes you take licks that have nothing, that are not even intended for you, but you will stand there and you will take them. And you take the fall for a lot of things that ain't got nothing to do with you.
That part. I will say that I talk to him all the time about that.
So
I'm
I just have
sorry.
to.
It's how I was raised. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize from that. That's you being the man that you, and that is not a flaw. That's a quality. But it's just that people tend to take advantage of that. That's all I'm saying. You know, it's
I
like
absolutely
sometimes
agree. I've learned that
it
over the
gets
years.
hot. And one thing I've noticed is they scatter and you be standing there and you
Yes.
take that. And you take it and you take it. So that's one thing I've always wanted to commend you on. You know what I mean?
Thank
That's
you very
probably
much.
one of the reasons why I still come back into your lives, because I actually like the way that you carry yourself.
Thank
Me
you very
too.
much.
Me
Appreciate
Okay.
you,
too.
ladies.
But thank you all for letting me up.
You're
Anytime. My
welcome.
platform
Have
is
a good
always
rest of the
welcome for
day.
you.
Okay, now I got to get out of here. There we
No
go.
worries.
That's
I'm about to
why
end the
I
live anyway. I'm gonna go feed
go ahead,
Gabriel.
Blaze.
All right. I'll
All
be
righty.
back in like about an hour or two, y'all. All right.